Subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah. Subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah.
يسألونك عن الساعة أيان مرساها قل إنما علمها عند ربي لا يجليها لوقتها إلا هو ثقلت في السماوات والأرض ثقلت في السماوات والأرض لا تأتيكم إلا بغتة يسألونك كأنك حفي عنها قل إنما علمها عند الله ولكن أكثر الناس لا يعلمون قل لا أملك لنفسي نفعا ولا ضرا إلا ما شاء الله ولو كنت أعلم الغيب لاستكثرت من الخير وما مسني السوء إن أنا إلا نذير وبشير لقوم يؤمنون.
There were 16 ayat in Al-Quran Al-Kareem that mentioned the hour and asserted that no one knows when the hour will strike. Now Prophet Muhammad ﷺ told us that there are minor signs and there are major signs. The concern of this presentation is about some of the major signs of the approach of the hour. And one of them is that the sun will appear from the west instead of the east. The sun will appear from the west instead of the east. And the hadith related through the authority of Hudhayfa ibn al-Yaman from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam about this is very clear. When the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam is reported to have said that when the hour approaches, two nights will join each other and the people will wake up from the first night to see that the night is not over yet, and they will be terrified and they will be scared and they will find that the sun did not come out, and another night came, and then two nights will appear in a row, and then after that the sun will appear again, but this time it will come from the west instead of the east. Again, I remind myself and I remind my sisters and brothers that whatever I will mention from science that people really put as the absolute truth when we know it is not, but what we know from science is the following. What is happening is that the earth has been rotating around its axis since the creation of the universe. In the beginning, our earth used to complete one complete circle around its axis in 4 hours. It used to be very fast, and it has been slowing down since then. Now it completes one rotation around its axis in 23 hours 56 minutes and 4 seconds, and scientists know that the speed is going to diminish. The earth is going to slow down up to a point where it will not be able to support any more decrease in its speed. When that will happen, the earth will behave like a spring, that you rotate in a certain direction up to a certain point when you cannot really wind it any further in that direction. Then if you leave it, what will happen? It will start to rotate in the opposite direction, and the earth is going to do that. That's what scientists tell us, that the earth is going to slow and slow up to a point where it cannot, because of its mass, slow any further, then it will stop briefly and will start to rotate in a clockwise fashion. And guess what will happen when that takes place? And guess what will happen when that takes place? And guess what will happen when that takes place? The sun will appear from the west.
It will take place on a Friday, as the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ had said, the best day on which the sun has risen is Friday. On it Adam was created, on it he was put in paradise, on it he was removed from paradise, and the day of judgment will occur only on it. All of the righteous are removed. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ had said a wind would come and take the souls of all the righteous human beings remaining on the earth, and the Qur'ans would become blank, and only those who are the most wretched would remain living on the earth. And at this point, when the name Allah is no longer mentioned, the day of resurrection will begin. And it begins with the blowing of a horn or trumpet.
That's the first thing. After all this, after all the major signs have occurred, the blowing of the trumpet will occur.
The Prophet ﷺ said that Allah Azza wa Jal had created an angel. His name is Israfil. He's the angel that assigned for the day of judgment. Where Allah Azza wa Jal had put a trumpet in his mouth. This trumpet is like a horn. The Prophet ﷺ described the trumpet as a horn. It's in the mouth of Israfil. It's narrated that the circle of that trumpet is as big as this whole world. The circle of the horn is as big as this whole world. And the horn is probably 2% of the size of the angel. So imagine how big the angel is. Who created him? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How did Allah create him? By 2 letters. Kun fayakun. Be, and it was. Where does the angel stand? He's standing in a place where Allah wants him to stand in. He's in a position no one knows but Allah Azza wa Jal. Described by the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that the angel Israfil is carrying the trumpet in his hand, in his mouth, just staring at the throne of Allah, waiting for the order of Allah Azza wa Jal to come down, where Allah orders him to say, blow in a trumpet, and his land, this whole world ends. So where's Israfil now? He's standing. In what position is he standing in? He's got the trumpet in his mouth. What is he doing? Staring at the throne of Allah. Waiting for what? Waiting for the order of Allah Azza wa Jal. Just ready. It's like a button. And this whole world will end.
The Prophet ﷺ has further told us that from that day, the angel Israfil has never bowed down. He has never blinked, fearing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may order him to blow into that horn before he's able to raise his head, or before he is able to complete his blink. Therefore his eyes are fixed upon the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, waiting for the command to blow.
The narrations mention that he's scared to even blink his eyelids. Why? Fearing that the command might come and he misses it.
On that day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, O Israfil, blow into the horn. The hadith of Abu Hurairah continues by saying, the angel Israfil will blow into the horn and continue to blow in it, and he will not get tired or require any rest. The sound from the horn will be so terrifying that all those in the heavens and earth will be traumatized upon its sound, except for those whom He, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wishes to be spared from that terror. It has been reported in an explanation of this that when that sound comes, the people from whichever situation they're in will be paralyzed, as if from that point, everything will cease, which they used to call reality. Everything will cease, which they used to call reality. Everything will cease, which they used to call reality.
Subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah.
اقتربت الساعة وانشق القمر وإن يروا آية يعرضوا ويقولوا سحر مستمر وكذبوا واتبعوا أهواءهم وكل أمر مستقر ولقد جاءهم من الأنباء ما فيه مزدجر حكمة بالغة فما تغني النذر فتول عنهم يوم يدعو الداعي إلى شيء نكر خش عن أبصارهم يخرجون من الأجداث كأنهم جراد منتشر مهطعين إلى الداع يقول الكافرون هذا يوم عسر.
Lors de la période mécoise, les mécréants avaient mis au défi du prophète sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, et le prophète sallallahu alayhi wa sallam a fait fondre la lune en deux, bi'idnillah. Ça, Allah le Makka, le prophète sallam, aya. Les gens de Makka avaient demandé au prophète sallam un signe évident. Et là, le prophète sallam a fendu la lune en deux. Iqtarabatis sa'atu wanshaqal qamar. Et cet événement fait partie des petits signes de Qiyamah, comme le dit le premier verset. Iqtarabatis sa'a. Les ulama disent parmi les petits signes de Qiyamah, c'est lorsque ce miracle devait arriver, lorsque la lune allait se fendre. Et la lune s'est fendue, mais c'était pas juste une impression ou alors quelque chose de visuel, elle s'est fendue réellement. Un sahaba dit qu'il a vu à travers les deux fentes, à travers la fente, il a vu le reste de la montagne, pour nous faire comprendre comment la lune s'était réellement séparée à l'époque du prophète sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Mais malgré cela, malgré que ces Mécois, ils ont eu le miracle qu'ils avaient demandé, ils n'ont pas porté foi en Allah, ils ont dit in kana saharana fa innahu la yastati'u an yashara an-nas kullahum. Ils ont dit que ça c'est la sorcellerie, ça. Ils ont dit que non, c'est pas vrai, c'est la sorcellerie. Un verset aussi qu'on avait lu il y a une semaine à peu près. Subhanallah, il y a un verset, je ne sais plus comment ça commence. Ils ont dit qu'Allah a dit que même si on ouvrait le ciel pour eux, ils ont dit ils auraient dit que nous avons été ensorcelés. Ils ont demandé au prophète de faire tel miracle, tel miracle, tel miracle. Après ils croiraient en Allah. Allah a dit que même si le ciel s'ouvrait et qu'ils voyaient tout ce qu'il y a au-delà des cieux, là aussi ils n'auraient pas iman en Allah. Ils ont dit que nos yeux ont été trompés, nous sommes tous ensorcelés. Tellement les mouchriquines de Quraysh, ils ont donné des difficultés pour ça. Il n'y a pas eu un peuple qui a donné autant de difficultés à son prophète que les Quraysh, que les Ahli Makkah, que ces polythéistes à notre prophète Muhammed, Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Alors ces gens-là, ils ont dit que nous avons été ensorcelés. C'est pas vrai, la lune ne s'est pas fendue, mais Muhammad ne peut pas ensorceler tout le monde. Et donc il y avait des gens qui revenaient de voyage. Ils ont dit que on va demander à ces gens-là. Parce que si eux, ils disent qu'ils ont vu vraiment la lune être fondue en deux, donc c'est vrai, mais autrement, nous on est sûr qu'ils ne vont pas le dire. Nous on a été touchés par la sorcellerie. Et lorsque ces personnes sont venues de voyage, ils disent est-ce que vous avez vu quelque chose? Oui, on a vu que la lune s'était fendue en deux. Vous voyez? Et dans certaines choses, il dit qu'il y avait un roi en Inde. Et il a vu ce miracle, il était en Inde, et il a vu cela, et dans le livre, il avait écrit qu'il aurait arrivé une époque où il y aurait ce genre de choses. Et il a écrit dans sa biographie, dans ses mémoires, qu'à telle époque, telle date, il a vu la lune se fendre en deux. Et selon les scientifiques, jusqu'à maintenant, il y a encore une trace sur la lune, ils appellent ça des cratères, alors je ne sais quoi, mais nous on sait parfaitement que c'était là un miracle du prophète Muhammed, Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
The sound of that horn will send shock waves greater than that of the hydrogen bomb, the atomic bomb, or the neutron bomb throughout the universe, causing the entire environment to rupture and to go into convulsion and chaos everywhere. All the mountains will move from their place, turning into fluffs of cotton and moving like clouds, although before that, they were the most stabilizing elements of the earth. They will turn into a million pieces pieces and eventually will scatter dust. The earth will begin to experience earthquakes in every place, splitting open and releasing hot lava and steaming gases. The oceans will boil and create gigantic tidal waves. The sky will become black, and then the heavens as we know it will be rolled back, and the color will change to copper red with no clouds. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us that the earth will be rolled up like a carpet or a scroll in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And on that day when the trumpet is sounded, young people who are strong and handsome will become suddenly old, and their hair will turn white from the trauma, start to split and crack. On that day, parents will run away from their children, the children will run away from the parents, the mother who is nursing will abandon her child. Every person will only be concerned about themselves on that terrible day. You will see the human beings as if they were in a drunken state. They will fall into a swoon and a state of delirium, although they will not actually be drunk. They will be terrified and paralyzed out of fear and trauma. Even the devil, Shaitan himself, who was given respite for disobeying the command of Allah, will be full of terror because he knows that this is the day of his final reckoning. He and his army of devils will flee to various corners of the world, seeking to escape, but they will find no place. The angels of Allah will chase them, trap them, and begin to administer beatings and punishments upon them. The human beings and the jinn will experience such pain and humiliation that they could never imagine. They will see the heavens rupture, and the stars will fall from their places, and nothing will remain in its place, including the earth itself, the earth itself, the earth itself, the earth itself, the earth itself.
As I said, who stays alive? Only few angels stay alive. The rest of all the humans and animals and jinn and angels are dead. So the angel of death will come to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and he'll tell Allah, Ya Rabb, all your creation are dead. So the angel of death will say, Ya Allah, no one stayed alive except Jibreel, Israfil, Mikael, the angels who are carrying your throne. The throne carriers, there are 8 angels, and inshallah you know the description of one of those angels. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will order the angel Jibreel and Israfil and Mikael to die, so they'll die. Then Allah Azza wa Jalla will tell the angel of death, or angel of death, to stay alive. So the angel of death will say, Ya Allah, it's only the throne carriers and me and your greatness, Ya Rabbal Alameen. So Allah Azza wa Jalla order the throne carriers to die. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks the angel of death, and Allah knows better and best, O angel of death, who stayed alive? So the angel of death will say, Ya Allah, only me and your glory stayed alive. So Allah Azza wa Jalla order the angel of death to die. Who stays alive? No one! Except the one that lives never dies, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. At that moment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, almighty and glory, proves His greatness, proves His glory, proves that He's the master of this universe, proves that He's the creator of this universe, proves that no one stays alive except Him, Allah Azza wa Jal. Where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, I'm the one with pride, I'm the one with greatness, I'm the Lord of this universe. To who is the kingdom today? No answer comes back to Allah. So Allah Azza wa Jalla will say again, I'm the one with pride, who's got pride? I'm the one with greatness and glory, who's got greatness and glory? I'm the Lord of this universe. To who is the kingdom today? Who is the Lord? No answer comes back to Allah. Allah will answer Himself, where He'll say, Lillahi al-Wahid al-Qahhar, to only Allah, the Lord of this universe, 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 the Lord of this universe.
Subhanallah walhamdulillah, wallahu akbar. Subhanallah walhamdulillah.
والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله.
And then Allah Azza wa Jal will order the angel of death to come back alive. The angel of death comes back alive. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will order the throne carriers of the throne of Allah Azza wa Jal, and they'll come back alive. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will order Angel Israfil and Mikael and Jibreel to come back alive, and they'll all come back alive. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will order the Angel Israfil to blow in the trumpet, the third blow. And that's the last blow, and that's a blow of resurrection, and that's when everyone comes back alive to stand in front of their Lord.
As the narration mentions, that between the two blows there will be 40. It was said 40 what? Abu Huraira, 40 what? He goes, I do not know. 40 days, Allahu A'lam. 40 years, Allahu A'lam. But everything of the body, he said, will decay, will be decomposed, except the coccyx bone. And the coccyx bone is the bone that is like a triangular shape on the base of the spinal column. This is the only thing that will remain of the body.
There will be trauma, confusion. Mothers will abort. And the opening of the graves. And everyone that went into a grave from the day that this earth was created, from the first human beings to the last, the graves will be opened up, and the human beings will come out of the grave as if they were mushrooms. The Prophet said that Allah will send on that day, after He destroys the earth, after He removes the sky, He will then send clouds, new clouds, and those clouds will have inside of them sperm. And when those clouds open up and drop that sperm will hit the earth, and each one of us, the sperm from our father, the same sperm with the same DNA from our father, will come from that cloud and hit the ground, and you and I will come out of that ground like mushrooms. All the way back, God says, to the fingertips.
Allah said about His ability to return us back to life perfectly on the day of resurrection, yes, we are able to fashion in perfect order the very tips of His fingers. 1400 years ago, some people wondered why God chose to mention the fingertips instead of mentioning something more complicated like the kidney or the eye. Today, science proved that this part of the body is one of the most complicated parts because it is carrying a unique fingerprint.
That means with the same fingerprints and the same DNA. The only thing on that day, no one will be able to speak. Wouldn't that be beautiful?
No one will cry, no one will complain, no one will lie, no one will exaggerate, no one will blame the other one, because no one will speak.
At this point, when people are brought back from their graves or from the state of the grave, they will be gathered together. The earth, its form will have changed and be like a flat plain without any characteristics, mountains, rivers, valleys, etc. And initially they will be resurrected stark naked. As the Prophet ﷺ had said, people will be gathered on the day of resurrection barefooted, naked and uncircumcised. And Aisha, his wife, asked, O Messenger of Allah, men and women will be together looking at each other? And he replied, O Aisha, the situation will be too serious for people to look at each other. And those who are proud will be raised up. When they're first raised up along with everybody, they will be raised up the size of a seed of corn and humiliated. Those who are rich will be raised up in a state of degradation. Their riches will be of no benefit to them. Those who are cheaters, who cheated others and took their wealth, will find fire in their stomachs on the day of judgment. As the Prophet ﷺ said, know that whatever of your brother's wealth that you take, it will be fire in your stomachs on the day of judgment. The rich beggar, one who has means but he goes out and begs, he will find himself on that day without any skin on his face. Then, after that initial resurrection in that state, they will be clothed. Those who are righteous will be clothed in noble garments, and those who are unrighteous will be clothed in evil garments. At this point, where people have been raised and they stand clothed, the Prophet, may God's peace and blessings be upon him, stated that no human's feet will move a step forward until he or she is asked about four things: about their life and how they spent it, about their knowledge and what they did with it, about their wealth, how they earned it and how they spent it, and about their bodies and how they utilized them. These four questions are questions which all of us should reflect on.
When he called ourselves up, none of you can escape. Everybody will got to stand up in front of Allah. No one is allowed to sit like now what you are doing today. I am standing, you are sitting. Over there, no chairs. No chair. Whether you are king or emperor, billionaire, no chair for you. Here at least you have some chairs. If you are king, you have a special chair. The king don't sit like you. He cannot sit your chair. And you cannot sit his chair too. It's dangerous to sit the chair of the king. But over there, everybody will be standing. And you know how long you're going to stand there, brother? 50,000 years. Allah. We don't even stand for 5 hours yet. But you got to stand 50,000 years. And there is only one day in Qiyamah. That's why they say, Yawmul Qiyamah, not Ayyamul Qiyamah. If Allah said Ayyamul Qiyamah, many days of Qiyamah. Only one day, not even a night. But one day is equivalent to 50,000 years. Everybody is going to stand for 50,000 years. But Allah Kareem, for those who have deeds who have prepared themselves, who have invested in akhirah, they have no problem. 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 In akhirah, they have no problem.